Good morning, Camarillo seniors. We're back and we're flapping. We got a lot of news for this segment. I just want everybody to say hi to Bob Allen and Debbie Ferguson, and I'm your host, Bowie Brandt, for today. We have some items here. I want everybody to know about, remember this flyer that went out to everyone. Well, you've got to sign up if you want to eat the hot dog. So uh, there's a QR code here for people to, um, you use your phone to register there. There's no telephone number or anything here. So if you don't know how to do the QR code, I suggest you go down and inundate the office and say you want to sign up for the September 8th picnic that they're going to have here at 12 from 12 to 2. That's that order of business. Next, I want to let you guys know, I know Debbie yesterday went to the Coffee with a Cop. That's an ongoing thing that Camarillo is offering us. And Debbie, tell us a little bit about it. What happened while you were there and
Well, actually, what happened was I happened to be getting my hair cut in the strip mall there, and the lady that cuts my hair said, "I'm going down to get us a cup of coffee and some bread. It's basically say hi, spend some time with a cop." And so she did. She went down, she brought us coffee and bread back, and then I went back afterwards and I just thanked them for being here, and that, I have great respect for the police officers, and I don't know how they do their jobs because I'm an old nurse and I worked with a lot of police officers over my lifetime, and I just have great respect for them. So I think they really appreciate that when you show them that you do appreciate them, because they get so much negative commentary.
oh yeah. Yeah, they have a website you can go on to through the Camarillo City, Camarillo.org city website as well. But Coffee with a Cop, and the next one's going to be October 2nd. They go to different restaurants or different venues, so it's not the same place every time. You can go and sit down and have, order something or whatever, but the police officer will be there to talk to you, and you can bring up concerns there. Actually, that's what it's for. They want to be in a more of a communion with the community and hear what their problems and things are. Like, we have some here, and I would like the police to know. I actually went to the CSUCI police office yesterday, or the day before yesterday, for a problem that I'm having out there in the parking lot. And uh, he took my information, which was great, Officer Ortega, and hopefully some things can get done with what I was reporting anyway. But our police are there to help us, and we need to support them. Back the blue. I love it. These guys risk their lives every single day, and their wives have to sit at home and, wait and worry. And I just give them kudos for their bravery and their.
Well, there's city and county and even state laws, okay, that limit the amount of noise that someone can be making. I mean, I was looking at something the other day out in the back patio off my apartment, looking out across the street, which is University Glen, to, whatever that is. And all of a sudden I hear this noise. And what it is, you used to have a lawnmower that picked up after you the grass that you cut. Well, now he sits on a motor machine that makes so much noise, just like you're explaining, Bowie, okay? And he's running around, and then they have to go back and pick up everything that he's cut. And
Mhm.
noisy like you can't believe. So then what happens? Then a guy comes out, not with a sweeper, but with a blower. And they put that blower on, and all you hear is that noise. And it is truly something that I've been looking at to limit, how much noise, especially with the senior community, and what time of the day should it be taken on, not at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that would be a good point to bring up when you go talk to the mayor. When the mayor comes to Camarillo Ranch, let me tell you about that. So the city of Camarillo, if you go to their website, Camarillo, cityofcamarillo.org, they actually live stream the city councils on and the planning meetings, which would deal with your um, problems. On YouTube, you go to the city of Camarillo on YouTube, but they also have signups for city emails, which you can get information. They have emergency information. They also have a phone directory, I guess, of businesses and services here. They have a program called Engage Camarillo. Um, and then they also have a Camarillo Connect, and this is where you could do it, Bob. It's an online mobile reporting agency for things like potholes or loud city workers or the muffler guy that I'm having a problem with. This is
Mm-hmm.
where we can report it.
You
And they
just
all,
you just brought up an excellent point, Chloe. Did you put that red paint around that big hole?
I was going to, and our friend Rosie on the second floor said you'll get a graffiti ticket if you do it. And I really was. And then like just 3 days later, the city is going to be working on those potholes. There's one they're missing though, that's right before you get to Camarillo Street and Channel Islands. They haven't marked that one. It's a big square one. As you're coming out Channel Islands, it's huge. I think Scott Moyer mentioned it at our last meeting, and yeah, I'm talking about the other big one that's down close to Camarillo Street, but this one is right there at Channel Islands, and
Yeah.
it's huge. It's huge.
I've
They
fallen in it. Kong, 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 kong.
Yeah,
Yes, I get
it's
it.
terrible. Well, what
Mhm.
else they have? They also have a website for the municipal codes. So Bob, you could actually look up your noise
Sure.
municipal thing and work on that. And they also have a job opportunity website. So it's a pretty good website and you can maneuver it very well. But for those that aren't really computer uh, happy. Just calling the city also, you can get to the different departments there. So you it's a good website to understand, and we're thankful that Camarillo has that for us. The other thing was so Saturday, September 4th, that's next Wednesday, Camarillo State of the City is happening. It's a celebration. You're going to celebrate all that Camarillo has to offer. Elected officials, community leaders, business owners, there's going to be a reception and a just an outside gathering um, at the barn at Camarillo Ranch. If any of you haven't been to Camarillo Ranch, I'm a historian. I love that. I worked the Leonis Adobe for many years. Um, uh, Camarillo Ranch has a similar docent program where you can see go in and see the house, but they have a lot of functions out there. Like they've got Thursday night, food truck night and music, and you can go there and hang out. It's a lovely setting. There's huge palm trees, and it's just lovely over there off of Camarillo Ranch Road. But they're going to hold this reception of the city of Camarillo. The mayor is going to speak let's see, we're at four between 4 and 4:30. All that's free, but if you want to get into the reception, which includes all these officials and business owners and everything else, they're going to be speaking on different topics. That's the first reception is at 3. Tickets are required. They're $65, and then they're also after the mayor speaks, he's free. Thank you. And after that, they'll have the rest of the reception there at Camarillo Ranch House. It's called the What, the Who, and the How. Oh, and the Wow. So that'd be great. That's something I would like to attend just to see what services Camarillo is going to offer us, and they'll be able to talk to us about it. Your food share is happening Friday, August 30th. It's not happening tomorrow or Friday, August 30th. You have to go online and register if you want. You can also, one of our neighbors here, she volunteers for the food share. So they have positions like that where you can go and help pack the bags with the food for the seniors that have signed up for it. It's over there on Burnley Street. Um, you just drive up with your car and they put the bag in your car, but you do have to register. So you have to go online, or you can go to the city. It's uh it's a pvrpd.org/food, but you can go to the website and just they'll have the food share link that you can go to, and then you get all your information there. You can fill out your form online, and if you have a printer, well, mine's not hooked up, but you can print it out and then you bring it to them, and then you'll forever be in the system. You'll have a number, and when your car pulls up, you show them your number and they put the bag in your car with food. So in this day and age, and as our economy is plummeting even farther, I went to the grocery store the other day. I think just castor oil went up $3 a bottle, $3 a bottle for a little bottle of castor oil. So it's insane. So food would help, every little bit helps. What else is, oh, then don't forget there's a Saturday farmers market right there on Ventura Street. Uh, that right by the Channel Islands Art Center. The parking is okay. The they've got wonderful sausages from this German family that's been there forever, and the honey people are it's local honey.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be good for allergies and things like that if you want honey in your tea or your coffee. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very low key. It's not big and crazy like some of the LA ones or the Southern California ones, but it's about half the size of the Thousand Oaks one.
The
But
produce is beautiful.
yeah, yeah,
It's just beautiful.
yeah, and that's on Ventura Street from about 7 to 12. And then after that, you can actually go into the art center, or you can go down and get a Mr. Softy down at the end of the sidewalk there. That store's been there since like the 60s. Um, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, we had Nancy Rogers' daughter, the Camarillo Health District. Deb, can you talk about that a
Well,
little
I'm
bit?
going to be honest with you. I just barely looked at the little text email that I received. Nancy Rogers' daughter is very interested in getting stories from people and helping them like write up a 10-minute little production of their stories about healthcare and
And caregiving
things.
as well, right?
Yeah, caregiving and healthcare, yes. And I wish I could tell you the whole story, but I don't know it. I need to research it more. But Nancy Rogers is part of our group.
Well, there is she works actually as one of the managers for the Camarillo Healthcare District. They do have a website. If you just type in Camarillo Healthcare District, go to that website and they've got classes. They're really pro caretakers. And a lot of us, I know some of us here are caretakers, some of us
Mhm.
have caretakers come to us. And that's a problem. We need parking for the caretakers and the nurses that come to help our
Yep.
people. To have them park, all the way around the roundabout just to be able to get here is not a good thing. But yeah, her website or that website where she works, she wants stories of caretakers.
Mhm.
I remember reading that. And they actually have a whole little YouTube thing on that with people. I know people who are struggling caretaking for their older parents right here in our complex, and I'm sure across Camarillo, you just get overwhelmed. And this organization actually can help and teach you better ways and give you relief in some instances where people will come and volunteer to give you a couple hours off or out, and it's a good thing. So that's Camarillo Healthcare District. And if you see Nancy Rogers, she's the second floor person as well. Talk to her about it because I know she's put some pamphlets down in the mail room and um, the main office under the bulletin there. The other thing I wanted to do is remind everybody, well, tomorrow we're having our resident committee meeting. with the people that have offered to be the head organizers of the residents that are going to be taking the garden class, or the gardening, or the creative arts class, or the yoga class, or whatever, all the things, the media and everything else. So we're going to have more information for everyone when we get after tomorrow. I'm going to put a sign up sheet down today for the garden, because I went to the office and they really couldn't help me give me the names of the people that have signed up the lottery for the garden. So I don't know if we're going to start from scratch, but I'm going to put a sign up sheet down there. So if y'all have interest in doing the garden, it's going to be a lottery.
Okay.
So, and there's only 18 spaces.
Yes.
So after that lottery happens, I've put in calls to several people at the university, and I know that they have a student garden project. And I'm going to call them and ask them if we can't share that project and be able to have the overflow of the people that wanted to garden here be able to garden there with the students, because it is an outreach program of the university. So I would think they would be favorable to us. It's just that the three people that two of the emails came back non-deliverable, and the other one hasn't gotten back with me. So um, I'm going to pursue that, because fresh vegetables, non-pesticides in this day and age would be great. And to me, it's kind of like the victory garden of World War II. And it it helped people to get through the economy, the tanked economy that was happening. So that I want to do that for us here. So keep your ears open. I'll let you know what I get. And what was it, Bob? You had something you wanted to.
Well,
Oh
meet
yeah.
your neighbors, okay, is something that is still extremely important, so that every neighbor could just visually listen to a video from any of us are up there already.
Yes. Yes.
And all we want to do is have a 3 to 4 minute introductory of who they are.
Okay. So if I'll put another sign up sheet. For starters, you have to be able to work Zoom on your computer. For us to do the Meet the Neighbor. We've got so many wonderful people here. We've got a lady from Hong Kong. Her name is Angela. She's got quite a story to tell. We've got Sean from Nova Scotia. Well, I'm sure we've got people from all over the place. It's just wonderful. Bob's from New York. Debbie's from Michigan, right? Deb's Michigan? Yeah. And
Michigan. Yeah.
just some wonderful, talented people who've had wonderful experiences in their lives that it would be nice to share. And hopefully we'll be able to have a gathering down below when Jocelyn gets back and we can get permission to use this space.
Well, I'm going to throw out one thing, and hopefully everybody will get to this portion of the video. But when Elaine and I were living in Port Hueneme at the senior facility there, Hueneme, we started a Saturday morning coffee and donuts on the patio.
Ooh, I like that. I love donuts. I should have been a cop.
Oh, it was, I still go back there now and they say, "Oh, Bob, you're the one who started this whole thing."
Oh, wow.
So that was just a way of getting everybody together. And we have the coffee right, and then can go out right into the gardens around the pool.
Yeah,
We
that's a
wanted
great
to, it
idea.
could be really good. And I mean, we're not talking about a lot of money when we're bringing in donuts. I mean, I used to stop at, on Saturday mornings and buy them.
Yeah, wonderful idea. Love
Yeah,
that.
just another means of getting the community together so that we have a community reaction to management.
Yeah,
And as I said last time, if anybody has a problem, that is what I'd like to take on as an advocate for the community. Right now, I have heard a lot of people are having problems with ants again.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the ant collector. In other words, we solve the problem for the most part right here in our own apartment by working with Aaron and getting an exterminator in here to spray around the bottom. If we had 10 people that had ant problems right now, that spray person can come in here and finish all of those within 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's how long it took them to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I'd like to be able to reach out for to get the
Yes.
people,
Yeah.
started the community.
Definitely. That's our purpose. Yeah. Don't be alone. And for one, it'll in a case of an emergency, we'll know each other when we'll know who needs to be helped. You don't want to have them be alone in their apartment and not know that, people are there can help them. So yep.
Bowie, could I just say one thing? There's been a fair amount of activity over the last couple of weeks with emergency people coming in. And as a nurse, I'll always be a nurse. I'm retired, but I'm just cautioning you that you need to know COVID is here. It is here, and you need to start protecting yourself. And the vaccines will be available probably end of September. October is usually the best month, and get your flu shot too. But this COVID strain is not good. It's really bad. So please just take it in light. Wear masks. I am now wearing masks out in the community. If I'm outside, I don't wear a mask, but if I'm inside, I have a mask on. So just protect yourself, protect your neighbor.
Yeah.
To that
Everybody.
end, and we'll let the rest of the community know that tomorrow my wife and I were supposed to go up to our granddaughter and future grandson-in-law's house in Oregon as they were going to Hawaii. And all of a sudden, yesterday, and I've been tired the last couple of days, and Elaine was real concerned. And she said, "Why don't you take a COVID test?" Well, it turned out that I was positive for COVID. So I would share with everybody there's something, I think Debbie mentioned it, that will be coming out.
Mhm.
Just so you understand, you go over to CVS pharmacy and buy one of these kits, they're like $18 for two in a box. That's $10, $9 a piece. These
Yeah.
are really expensive. I think that the government is going to be doing something, Deb. Why did you
Yeah.
mention it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not only the government.
I just read, it was kind of a blip that I read that the government is again going to start providing free COVID
Mhm.
tests. So I haven't seen a link, I haven't seen anything yet, but as soon as I hear it, I see it, I will let you know.
Let me
Okay.
ask you something, Deb. Okay, one of the things that concerned me was I had never done one myself.
Oh,
So even though it came out positive, I had to do it 3 more times
Ooh.
to ensure myself. Is there some way that we might be able to do it for people?
that's a good question.
Let's
I
give it
don't know
some
the
thought.
legality of it all, but I can check in and see what they have to say. Um, all the kits are different. They're not the same collection method. They're all different. So that kind of throws a wrench into the situation.
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why if we had somebody who knew what they were doing,
Mhm.
I called up my doctor today. Well, they don't do it. I went over to the hospital the other day, just to find out if they do it. They say, no, go over to CVS pharmacy
Yeah.
and buy
CBS.
them.
Well, you might also want to check with your insurance because I did. I got free ones in the mail. I mean, it was years, 2 years ago, but um, I got them for free and they came in the mail.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
maybe
my
we can,
insurance, and Medicare also would probably might
Right.
have a program. Check with them to see they would mail them out for free as well.
you got it.
Yeah.
We'll start
Okay.
doing some research.
Okay. Yay. Well, I want everybody to be healthy and stay safe. And thank you for being here today and have a, a great weekend coming up.
Good Labor Day weekend for everybody.
Everybody take care of themselves. Be well.